Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Doki-Doki Literature Club. Um, so let's start off where we first left off. As you can see, earlier today at 1 in the morning, I was filming, and my audio didn't record. So it'd be kind of redundant without the audio, so gotta redo it. Let's do it. Hi again, Nicole. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nicole. I hope this isn't too overwhelming or of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature while you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. But, if you don't take us seriously, then you won't hear the end of it. Just like you will never hear the end of... It's free real estate. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck in between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Nicole's always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with my busy work without even asking. Without having me ask, or whatever it said, he helps with my busy work with... I'm just gonna stop with that line right there. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Can't say mine's any better. Can't say mine's any better. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Nicole can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Sayori even brought you something today, you know? But wait a sec. Wait, Sayori. Second, I gotta readjust my sock. Alright, that's better. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything from you in the first place. Second of all... It's free real estate. Alright. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it keeps your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is is already buried in a book, I can't help but to notice this intense expression. Her intense expression. It's like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Oh, who am I gonna go see? Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. It can't be. Oh, I missed my chance. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes? Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I only have 3 books for manga. Soul Eater and Fairy Tale. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on this side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She turns into a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. She's cute. Look at, she has a... I'm pretty... Yeah, she has a big canine. Seeing a box set with one of the books missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I could never imagine. Well, honestly, it is, because, like, I hate having, like, stuff that's numbered out of order. Like, I have cards that I keep in alphabetical order, and someone messes them up, I have to go through everything and sort them back out, and I have, like, well over 1,000 of these cards, so if someone messes up just one, I have to go through all of them. But, yeah. I know that feel. I get closer at the box she's admiring. Parfait girls? Yo. Love parfaits. I had a parfait at, while I was, like, getting ready for one of my, my classes, and, it was a Reese's parfait. And my god, was that the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire fat life. Anyways. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go through, do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Nicole. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scoots an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Uh, Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Hmm? Don't you go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginnings is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. God, damn it. Okay. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of dramas, like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's what really makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just mean they haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems to be about bacon. This is just a guess, but there's a lot of bacon in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. It just happened. I just happened to get into baking the same time I got around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anybody who's that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. Natsuki. I say that right? Probably. Sorry. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh, that's cute. Look at that. That's cute. We read for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing sometimes I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up with them all being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face, just square up your shoulders and go, 1, 2. Alright. Look, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser. So I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep keep. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe in the club room. Except Monica was kind of jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, uh... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts to laugh. Oh, look at that is she has a very big fang. Canine, whatever. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words that the feeling you get when you connect with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought of that puts a smile on my face. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready to get ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you did look pretty cozy over there. Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it over towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can finish the next one. And if it gets spent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only get part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind some of my shows if I try to get through this. I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I scared of what more happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the books into my bag. By the way, did you remember you read a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well now, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Nice jazzy type of music. Alright. Anyways. I think we're gonna go with Sayori first, because hey, she's my best friend. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Nicole. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like, just like it because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. Sure, that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Nicole poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of this club. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Nicole. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to it then. Yay! Now that you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Alright. Music, okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret. But it's free real estate. No, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but hold on one second. Right. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. How should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. You, especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you're still late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Dope. Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes. Oh. Close my eyes. Alright. Oh, cheers, Monica. Hi, Nicole. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nicole. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of burial we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. I like it, Nicole. It really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. It's kind of makes me think that it's something that Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. I don't even know who that is. He's a famous writer for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poem can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things, a lot of different things. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else here might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the poem the way. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. But that doesn't mean I have to feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Hole in the wall. It could have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized I wasn't looking out. I was looking in. I realized I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he was on the other side, looking in. Okay. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not too sure yet. I'm not sure how if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. It's because it's kind of nervous talking about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never get any progress. You just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same place for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So you just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish it. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. It's just I need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her sound. I couldn't help but to notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really got anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through it myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And I think the most noticeable thing is I recognize with new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style that's separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. An end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's also many different skills and technique that you get that go into even writing the simplest poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or to me or Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it was as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath the umber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced with the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calming, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm like the most terrible person when it comes to knowing what you're doing with poems because I don't know. Poems and I just do not go along together. But hey, I'm writing a book. But I don't know if I'm gonna really do anything with it. But it's a book that I'm writing. It's called Questions. Alright. Yuri. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? No, I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into Ghost Yuri? Huh? Haha. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost. It's about a ghost at all, Nicole. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressions, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a little solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think of that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, who are we gonna go to next? Natsuki. Okay, well, let's start off with the things I don't like. First of all, she's blushing. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ugh. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Ugh. Well, I would have been more comfortable sharing my poem for you if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, this is what real literature. Well, ha! That's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like, and you wouldn't ruin it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she likes my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica says it will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Squirrels can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. But, just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it's not the point of the poem for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things, it can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like how I set up a rhyme at the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess that more went into it than I realized. Well, that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I will take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for me. Okay, never. I guess it's that everyone. Okay, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for the mediocre writing for my mediocre writing abilities. Everyone, even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read them in tandem, I watch the expression on their face change. Natsuki, the eyebrows furrow in frustrations. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What is the language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, that's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Nicole did too. So based on that, I'm gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come up across something that's particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Nicole liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous Nicole appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. I wasn't fool of myself. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what I... Well, you know what? I wasn't... I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nicole started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me. This is notice. I said, Nicole! She's just trying to make me look back. That's not true. She started it. As if she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple writing thing is more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making the poems all confolded or no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them into having to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Nicole. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to complex. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and most effectively avoiding them is not unnecessary. Limiting yourself is also a waste. You understand that, right, Nicole? Well, how do I get dragged into this in the first place? I know. It's free real estate. Not like I know anything about writing, but whom I agree with. Probably most thing I live. Of course, it's going to be. Help me, Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki. I don't trust Yuri. I don't trust Yuri at all. Sayori looked like she was freaking out, so... Natsuki! Yuri, you're really talented. Natsuki has a point. I think that... I whacked my brain in attempting to back myself up. I think there's conveying feelings with a few words. It can just be expressive as well. It lets the reader imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that too. Yeah, it did, didn't it? It shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely hard, and it looked like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so if you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejected, with a face that I can't help to feel bad for her as well. I'm sure Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Nicole. Shish. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki is having a hard time with that as then she boasts. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyways... The thing about your boobs, I didn't mean, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anybody. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Shiori. I pat Shiori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other poems, right? Right. I hope it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially for you, Nicole. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still some time before we go home, so we're all relaxed for a little bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, it's what a club's for. I disagree, Monica. What about that? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're vice president, Sayori. In the end, Monica's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Ow. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It's alright, well, mostly. Nicole, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better! I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Nicole, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Oh, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that thing kind of happen often? No. That's really the first time they've seemed to fight like that. I promise they'll be wonderful. They're both wonderful. But you don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion on it, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Nicole, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I see you're getting along with everyone. That makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day it's going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori hasn't caught up in the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Does it really not need to be... Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright. Okay. Holiday. I'm gonna try to go for Sayori right now, because I did Natsuki. I want to go for Sayori, and then the third day I'll go Yuri. Playground. Oh. Flying. Nightgown. Oh. Clumsy. Melody. Oh. Spinning. Oh. Damn it. Natsuki just took the lead. Dance. Portrait. Oh, crap. Smile. Friends. Dark. Party. Vivid. Oh. Climax. Oh. Fun. Calm. Out. Oh. Papa? Oh. Childhood. I think we did good. Alright. With this one, I'm gonna end it here. So, that's what it's gonna be. We'll, get through a day, we'll write a poem, we'll continue the poem in the next episode, we'll write another poem, and then so on. So, for however long this game is. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm having a fun time doing this for you guys. But, I know I'm not that popular yet, but hopefully I'll get there someday. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you liked everything. Um, please do give me some pointers. I always accept pointers, and if you give me some pointers, I'll give you a shout out in the next episode. So if that helps with anything. But like I said, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me if you stuck around for the whole thing. Even if you did stick around, I mean, it's your choice. Thank you for at least watching me for a little bit. But anyways, thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great night. Bye.